Right, good morning. Right, this is take two. I did the first one, stood there, and all you could see was my shadow. So I'm going to do it this end, and hopefully you won't have a shadow. It's such a horrible grey day here today that I've had to put my daylight bulb on. So yeah, here we go, take two. I'm starting my purely junk journal, although I've got to allow myself some stamps and book pages and stuff like that because I just do not get enough junk mail to be able to make it all from junk. Not interesting junk mail anyway. It's usually blooming Domino's pizza things. So I merrily gessoed all this, which went lovely. But as I say, when I played it back, all you could see was my blooming shadow. I'm just going to make sure I'm in frame. Yes, I am. So you're up really high so that you can see everything that's going on. I've got a pile of junk here. This is all sort of Amazon packaging. This came yesterday. I mean, all it added was a sizzix die, honestly. Yeah, so I've got all these various bits and bobs, plastic bags, lots and lots of junk envelopes. So that'll be great to play with those. That's that menu thing that I picked up with my daughter. I'll probably end up gessoing that, but I haven't made up my mind yet, so I'm just going to leave it as is for now. Backing from a stamp sheet, cereal bag liners, tea bag box thing. I was going to use some pizza boxes to make tags and that, but I bought this kit from Indigo Blue. It was on half price with Craft Stash at £6 something, but it was really good. You know, you end up with the stamps that I'll show you up close. Actually, what do I do with it? Ah, here we are. Yeah, so you get a stencil, which is really nice. Got some nice markings on it. An embossing folder. Oh, there we are. Try not to get the shadows this time, Susan. That one. And lovely stamp set, which is ironically steampunk, which I know Artie Mays has done a big thing on steampunk at the moment. But I like this one. I like this middle one. It says courage and hope, and I can see that on one of my little mini art journal thingies. So yeah, some nice phrases, some nice quotes, some nice pictures actually. Not sure about the train, but you know. Yeah, so that, that to me was worth £6 on its own. And in the middle of the magazine it has like a wodge of paper, which again is all sort of steampunky-ish. So yeah, and then obviously you get the magazine with it as well. So I thought that was well worth £6. And what's that one there? I'll say it's £6 something on Craft Stash at the moment. And of course it comes in a nice box, which I don't know if I'll gesso the outside or not yet, but I mean there's some usable bits of paper in here, so I might cut some of these images out and use those as decorations. I don't know. Yeah, so anyway, and of course inside it's a nice little creamy white colour, so I'll just tea stain that and that'll be my tags. So that's that one. Right, okay, so I'll carry on doing a bit of gessoing. I'll say I've done all, I don't know if you can't quite see it, but anyway, I've done all this stuff at the back here. Just label tags, a bit of corrugated cardboard. I'm probably going to use this for the cover. So yeah, that, and then like leaflets and things, you know, once they're stuck on card they can become journaling cards. Like I say, I am going to have to use paint and stuff because I just gotta. So I thought I would carry on and do a bit more gessoing so that you can see what I'm up to. Let me just see. Sorry, you're up so high I'm having to use a stool. Yeah, you can see. Cool. Yeah, so let's just carry on. Right, drag you down here a bit. This is an Amazon book. No, was it? What did I get? No, it wasn't a book. It was the Fabric came in this, which was a bit weird, but you know, Amazon and their packaging, they're a blooming nightmare. I say all that paper came in and it was just a little sizzix die in a great big box. I couldn't believe it. I gave in and bought the Tim Holtz Wildflowers one. So is all very nice. Just get these sticky labels off, otherwise they'll just peel off when I put the gesso on. I'll get the worst of it off anyway. So I was watching where's my bin? There it is. I was watching 49 Dragonflies, I think she's called, and she was saying that Jenny Belly has done a video where she talks about the definition of all the journals, because apparently she was sort of saying, you know, those that use, what do you call them, like digital printables and stuff, and pre-printed paper and that, you know, and she's quite right, and 49 Dragonflies agreed as well. I don't know what her name is, sorry. And basically they are not junk journals. They are journals, but they're not junk journals, because, you know, they're not made from junk. Obviously they are made from pristine bits of paper. So I thought that was quite interesting. I must watch the actual video that she's done, and then you know, get a take on what she's said about it. So I'll just move all these. Yeah, so anyway, it's not very exciting watching somebody gesso, but, you know, needs must. I've got to do it. And I want the cover covered because, as I say, I'm going to do a butterfly theme. This will probably go on the front, so you'll see a bit of cardboard in there, so that's fine. Would I bother to do the inside? No, I'll probably line it, so I'm not going to bother to do the inside, so you can just sit up there for a minute. This is some really thick packaging. It's like a lightweight card, but I thought I'd use that as the pages, so I'm not going to go mad with this. I'm just going to sort of slap a bit on here and there just to take the brown off a bit, and then I'll come back in with my distress inks and stuff like that, I think, and just add a bit of colour. I don't know, I'm just playing around really, just messing about. I'm waiting for my dad to turn up. He's here, he's down in Devon, so he said, oh, I'll come over and see you tomorrow. I'm like, okay, no time, you know, whenever. I don't think you must get like that when you're retired. It's like time has not as much meaning as when you're still working and, you know, doing your thing. So yeah, I gessoed on the other sides here, so, and I did all the leaflets and that, so I'm hoping you can hear me. I'm trying to talk as loud as possible. I'm trying to keep out of the lights so that you don't get the stupid shadows like there was on the first one. Oh dear. I could feel the complaints coming in. I thought, no, just redo it. So I did, I am. Alright. These are enormous, so I'm not worried too much about getting them straight. They will be folded to size when I need to do so. But again, it's all packaging stuff. It all would have ended up in the bin normally, so yeah, I'm going to theme it loosely butterflies, as I say, because I've got the Tim Holtz one. I'll show you in a second. Tim Holtz embossing folder thingy, and a Gemini one, which is the 3D one, which is you have to play around with your sandwich, as they call it. Who they are, but yeah, so you have to mess around with your plates, you know, and getting it just right for a 3D one. They work beautifully. I'll show you. I have done some, as I say, in the other video. Yeah, and they're very effective when they're done, so just trying to think about when it's folded, you know, how do I want it to look. So I'm just going to come out from here. Maybe not go so heavy on this one, leave it a little bit lighter. I love it when Andrea, Auntie Mays does it. She just, yeah, she gets it right somehow every time, and I just think that's either sheer luck or knowing what you're doing. So I think it's more knowing what you're doing. So that'll be in the spine, you see, and I thought that'd be quite a nice effect shooting out from the sides like that, especially once it's got some ink on it. Oh, getting cramp. Yeah, I think that could look quite effective. So that's those. What else was I going to do? I don't know. Don't know what else I was going to do. Right, that'll do. I'll say the indigo blue box, I'll leave that for now, and I might gesso that later. Yeah, because it was an epic fail on the last one, I have done, let me just make sure I'm in screen here. Oh, there's nothing more frustrating when you're watching. Hang on. I need my stool, you're so far up. I have done some embossing, as you can see, on the obligatory loo roll. This is G. Kerr's idea. She did a big program thing to film on it, and it's just literally embossing toilet rolls. They've been pre-sprayed with disinfectant stuff, what's it called, antibacterial stuff, so, and that does actually make them take the impression better, so it's well worth doing, and it sterilizes them as well. So I'll just give them a quick light wipe. I think, I don't know how they're gonna come up. Just want to get it in the, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to use these yet. I've done it before and I used them as pockets, and that was really pretty actually. So just want to go as light as I can. Trying to bring out the embossing without ruining them. Yeah, that's kind of bringing it out. I think you can see there. Right, so yeah, that's it really. You know, these stages can be quite boring to watch. It's the start. I'm trying to imagine as many different things as possible to put in this. So I'll keep going. I've got so much sewing to do. I've really got to catch up with that. So if you caught my little video yesterday, I've got orders, you know, and the trouble is, I'll say it again, I'm very naughty. I put stuff on my other site which isn't even made yet, because I do multiples of, and then go into a blind panic when somebody orders something. So right, not on the junk journal site. I'm better on the junk journal site. I only list it if it's actually made, mainly because it's usually one-off stuff, you know, so you kind of can't, well, very little of what I do can you repeat actually, so it is all just unique stuff. I like that side better, I think. It didn't go quite as deep. This is the 3D one. Let me show you them. Let me just finish this one. I'm still messing around with plates, trying to get the right combination. If I like it debossed or embossed actually. Let's carry on this side and I can make a decision when I come to use it. It's picking up the lines a lot more on this one. That is the only pain with toilet rolls. Right, I'll stop there because this is probably getting incredibly boring. So, good old gesso. And what's nice is, you know, as you probably used it before, it doesn't dry white. It dries sort of clearish. Well, you know, that colour. I don't know. Anywho, right, let's chuck all that on there. Let me grab all my bits out of the way. Let's put that in water before it sets solid. Sorry, probably going to get get shadows for a second. Just pile this all up again. So I've gessoed the little mail bag, some leaflets. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet. I say they might become pages. They're still soaking wet, so they're quite flimsy at the minute, but they'll stiffen up when they dry. And some clothes labels. Yep, I think that's all I did for now. So right, let me just put these on the windowsill out of the way. Right, they can sit up there and get a bit of air on them. Let's move the messy cardboard out of the way. Right, so that's that. So yeah, the 2 embossing folders I've got. Let me again check that you're in screen. Otherwise you'll be craning your necks. Yes, you are. Right. The 2 embossing folders I got are the Tim Holtz one with the butterflies, and then this is the 3D one by Gemini. If you can, if it's coming through or not. Sorry if it's not. I can't see, so I don't know what you're seeing. But yeah, you can. My mat, I've got to change my mats. They are marking everything, but for this, I think it's going to be fine. So, what I did was I chopped one open. I did some closed and some open. So, but yeah, this 3D one, let me just show you. It's a bit of a pain because they are super thick. If you compare, let me just make sure I'm in frame. Sorry. It's because I'm so short, I need the stool. You compare the thickness. Yeah, there's quite a difference there. Let me make sure you saw those actually. I'll get them up closer for you. So yeah, it's really pretty. And that's the Tim Holtz one. That's pretty standard, that one. But this one's lovely. And you do get a cracking embossed picture with it, but it's just getting your plates in the right combination. So if I can get it open, what's going on? And I've got a stencil that matches this as well, so hang on, there we are. Yeah, so I might sort of dig out the stencil and do stenciling on top once I've embossed them. So I should have done these when they were still wet, but I didn't, so there we are. I think what I sussed was, in the end, I don't know if you've got a sizzix machine, you've got these different tabs that you can lift up. So I think, did I need that one? I think this was too much. Yeah, you can hear it, it's not going to go. So what I did was, I got, which I've now lost of course. Where's it gone? Ah. Sorry. Having a moment. I've got various thicknesses of card and paper out of my scrap box. It's just shifted, thank you. Not helpful at all. I'm sorry for the sniffles. My dad's got a cold and I think he's blooming well giving it to me, which I'm not impressed about. Never mind. Yeah, you just want that little bit of resistance, and hopefully, sorry, I hope my head's not getting in the way. This is all packaging I'm going to use. So yeah, you get that nice 3D embossed. Yeah, so I'll see what I do with them anyway. If I don't use them, I can use them for something else, but yeah, so that's that. Can't think what else I told you in the other video. I think that's everything actually. So just making a start, just fiddling around, doing some stuff. I'm going to try and make as many different things as possible. This thing that I got from my daughter's firm, I think I'm just going to put that in as a sort of in the folder, in the cover that way, and then just have that as a flip out and then a flip down. I'll just make that as one unit. So I might actually end up gessoing that, or as I say, I might use some book page on it. So yeah, I think that's about it really. It's a bit shorter than the last one. I don't know what else I waffled on about. So yeah, it's the start, and I don't know how many parts this will be, but we shall see. So all right, I think that's everything. Thank you very much. Part 2 coming shortly. No shadows this time. Hurrah. Bye.